Alright everyone, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. My name is D-Free. Here today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the upcoming units on the Legends Rising banner. I'm talking about Android number 13 and the Transforming Trunks. I do want to note that there is a whole event that is coming out that is going to allow you guys to farm a free-to-play EX Ginyu Force team, and those units are all coming out too. So we'll talk about those in a separate video because I don't want this one to be too long. Regardless, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Of course, hit that subscribe. As always, if you guys are new for more content, leave that thumbs up if you guys are hyped for the new units that are coming out. And if you're not hyped, hopefully I can get you hyped about some of this stuff that's coming out because they are really, really good. But that's to be expected, right? They're always pretty much going to be good units nowadays. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about it. And so we're going to start off with Android number 13. So no transforming unit yet, but obviously that means that they're going to come back and do Super 13 at some point. I can't tell you if it's going to be in 2 months, 8 months, I don't know. But eventually they'll come back and do it. These are the stats as well. Has a very high blast attack at 123k. Very good. We go ahead and scroll down and take a look at this man's main ability. Restores own ki by 60. That's always good because it allows for you to combo in other cards you could potentially have in your hand and just prolong combos, right? Plus 25% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. Very good. And plus 25% of blast damage inflicted by allies. So allies also does include himself for 15 counts, and you need 15 counts to use the main ability. So he gives himself a separate damage bonus, which applies to everything, not just blasts. He also gives himself a 25% blast damage specific bonus and recovers ki. The only thing he doesn't do there is draw cards, but like this is already, I can already tell you that this guy has very good synergy with Android number 15. Not so much 14, because 14 is kind of he's a little bit of a wild card, but mainly 15 because 15 has the ability to draw a fresh hand, get a couple of green cards. Just 15 is very good for what this guy wants to do. Also, 15 does switch damage bonuses. 15 also debuffs the enemy for blast and just allows your allies to do more blast damage. He's really good in synergy with 13. And again, we have a melee unit that does similar things in 14. So anyways, we're going to want to take a look at the first unique here. When this character enters the battlefield, the following effects will occur if a tag android other than this character is a battle member. So you only need one more android on your team. So you can go ahead and run movies, I guess, and run 2 androids or whatever, I don't know. Plus 50% of blast damage inflicted and minus 5 to own blast art's cost. And plus 35% to his ki recovery. So another very significant blast damage bonus. Not only that, his blast cards are 5 ki cheaper. And then he also gets a bonus of ki recovery plus 35%. Very good viability. Now, the second unique ability here is interesting. Plus 25% to inflicted damage against character Goku. So this is, I believe, what they call like a fate ability. It doesn't really matter much. It's good if you get matched up with Goku. If you don't, it's not a big deal, right? It doesn't matter if you don't get matched up with Goku. But if you do, you'll be able to just do a ton of damage to Goku. So there's that. The following effects occur per defeated, tag android battle member when this character enters the battlefield. So plus 30%, so that should be 60 if he's the last man standing, right? And then restore his own health by 10%, which should be 20 if he's the last man standing. But really, if you lose one android, you can still kind of use that. You'd get the 30 and 10. Like, this is really good. That's a very good unique ability. He's actually very versatile with this. This is very versatile. All right, so we're going to go ahead and scroll down and take a look at the SSJ bomber. Major impact damage reduces enemy's ki by 50 on hit. Crazy viability there. We go ahead and scroll scroll down to the green card, plus 25% to blast damage inflicted for 25 counts upon activation. Also, it seals one enemy's card slot randomly on hit. This, I believe, is the first time we have had green cards that are able to seal the enemy's card slots. Very, very, very important. Especially, again, like I said, 15 allows for a little bit more ease of use with this. In fact, it's important that I make this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull up 15 here. And look at his uniques. Plus 20% of damage inflicted by allies for 15 counts and minus 5 to strike and blast arts cost of allied android characters when this character switches to standby. So when he switches out, he already reduces the cost, but 13 already reduces his own cost. Like, crazy, right? Crazy. 13 is going to be very cheap. Very, very cheap cards. He himself's going to probably be pretty expensive. Also, draws a special arts card when this character enters the battlefield, activates twice. Draws a green card. Special arts, not special move. So, not a blue card, green card. And then we go ahead and take a look down here. His green card is good too. You can use it on him or you can use it on another unit. So, very good. And then we also do have his main ability, which draws a whole new hand and recovers ki. So, Yeah, he's very good. I'm excited about that duo. Like, again, 14 is good too. Very good. Built-in feint, stuff like that. Very good. But I just think these two are like a match made in heaven, man. Plus 25% to blast damage inflicted upon activation, like I talked about. And we're going to go and scroll down double blast cards here. The only downside to these blast-focused units, like he's double... Oh, he's 1-1. Okay. This guy's double blast, though, which he changes the blast to strike, but whatever. The only downside to that is, and by the way, for the record, 13 is also a blast attack and defense booster. So there's that. He's going to be really good on androids. But the thing about androids is they all of a sudden became very good with blast cards. This guy is a blast attack and defense booster, despite the fact that he's a defense type, and he seems to prioritize strike in his kit, but whatever, he has blast attack and defense boosting. She as well has over 30% in blast attack and defense boosting. I believe he is the one, either him or 20. Regardless, this man here is another one. This guy's actually double attack. The only downside, though, is that, like, there are units here that kind of don't want that. Like, he's a strike unit. Again, he has a strike focus. It doesn't really matter much. Sell one strike cards. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, I don't know. But I actually think, again, it's going to work very, very well. Very excited about that duo. All right, we have Trunks here. Now, Trunks is crazy good. Crazy good. Crazy good. So, for the record, Trunks is Vegeta family and Hybrid Saiyan booster for the Z ability, which is 100% what I expected. He is naturally Vegeta family, and then he turns into at 5-star Hybrid Saiyan. But I'll tell you why that doesn't really matter. The reason why is the thing about Hybrid Saiyans, I made this point in a recent video, is if you look at this, what do you see? You see Sun family, Sun family, Sun family, not Sun family, Sun family, Vegeta family, Sun family, Vegeta family, Sun family, Vegeta family, Sun family, Vegeta family. We can even go down here and continue on that same pattern. Pretty much the same thing. So my point is, with hybrids, you don't really need the natural Hybrid Saiyan Z ability boost as much as you once did like on every unit, because a lot of these units nowadays are just buffing other things, or they're a part of other tags, so you can splash it in different ways. So it really doesn't matter if Trunks doesn't have it. Of course, you'd like it, but it doesn't really matter. So that's very good. So Trunks has, of course, a transformation. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at his base form. So his main ability allows him to transform into Super Saiyan. Transformation lasts for 40 counts. I believe that is the shortest transformation in the game. For the record, I think there's only 2 that are restricted anyway. Him and Kaioken, who I believe is 60 counts. And you need 15 counts to use it. So what I'm looking for Trunks when it comes to him is him being really good without needing to be transformed, because it's restricted. He is not going to be able to maintain the transformation, so he needs to be good in his base. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 40% of damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. Increases arts card draw speed level by 1 for 10 counts, and plus 35% to own key recovery as well for 10 counts. Those are all really good. I personally would have liked for him to have gotten something similar to what the Vegeta got, which is reduced damage received. Also, on a side note, I want to point this out. I didn't really mention the 13 thing. He's very good on this team, if only because he's finally a blue sparking unit that they needed. Sorry, 18. Anyways, that being said, Trunks is purple. I'm not opposed to purple. Here's why. Because he's a color counter for Vegeta. Vegeta be weak to a green unit. Trunks can switch in and take him out, which is really cool, actually. When you consider Android 14 is this movie's green unit, right? And then, yeah, there you go. Anyways, but also on top of that, Trunks would be weak to a yellow unit, and this Vegeta can come in and clean up that yellow unit. So they've got a nice little triangle going on here. Of course, you would probably prioritize some of these other units in here a little bit, depending on what you have, but it's nice. I don't really mind that so much. Personally, I would have liked for him to be in yellow, though, or something similar, but we'll see what happens. With as far as yellow units are concerned, more units. But ultimately, again, he's got a very similar transformation mechanic to the Vegeta. Vegeta's actually activates a lot quicker. That's a very big difference. 5 counts versus, what is it, 15? Very big difference. Also, Vegeta actually allows for himself to take reduced damage when he enters the battlefield for 10 counts. That, I think, is a very big thing. Anyways, we're going to take a look at the second unique on Trunks. Again, art card draw speed, key recovery, that means sidestep, and plus 40% of the damage, that also means sidestep, pretty much. Very good. Very good, right? Very good. I'm not calling it bad. Now, this is where Trunks gets crazy. The best thing Trunks does is switch bonus. Switch bonuses are nuts in this game. They always have been, but this is crazy. 35% to damage inflicted. It doesn't even specify strike or anything like that. 35% has got to be one of the higher switch bonuses in the game, right? If not the highest. Also, it goes to Vegeta family or hybrids. So you can run either of those teams. Imagine switching from this Trunks into the legendary finish Gohan. That Gohan is going to do so much damage. Or any other plug-and-play hybrid Saiyan unit, right? Or Vegeta units, like you can go from this Trunks into the SSB Vegeta and just lock it. You could already lock and KO anybody for the most part, but now you definitely can do it because that guy will recover Ki and draw Striker. That's crazy, man. For 20 counts, by the way, when this character is switched out. So the special move, major slice damage, applies attribute upgrade, minus 50% of the enemy sustained damage cut. So the enemy is going to basically take 50% more. I've never understood these. I think it's 50% more, or I'm guessing that's what it is, right? 50% of what their total, like, oh, we're going to cut 40%. Well, 50% of that you're going to minus pretty much when changing cover. To self for 20 counts upon activation, 80% chance to inflict bleed on hit. Bleed is what, a static 3,000? Because there's bleed and then there's heavy bleed. I think it's 2,000, 3,000 in that area. He also has blast armor on the special, so the blast cards are not going to stop him. The green card, plus 20% to special move damage inflicted for 20 counts. Yeah, his special move is going to do a lot of damage. Destroys all of your own strike and blast arts cards and randomly draws 2 new ones. This card did not have to draw cards back. That is incredibly forgiving. It did not have to do that. But on top of that, it gives you a damage bonus based on the number of strike and blast cards destroyed. 1 card is 10%, 2 cards is 20%, and then 3 cards is 35% to damage inflicted. Yeah, he's going to do a lot. He also holds 1 and 1, and like I said, Vegeta family naturally, post 5-star, he picks up hybrid for strike defense. They could have really made this like double attack or something. Well, to be fair, they just made a double attacker for this one with the blue one, Vegeta, but like they could have really made this crazy. Strike defense is cool, but I really don't see much of a reason to wail for this guy. If you're somebody that spends lightly or anything like that, don't feel obligated or anything like that. Because again, if you like to run hybrids, I don't think you really need that. I don't think you need the Z ability. It'd help, but you don't need it. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this transform card. Destroys all of your own cards and randomly draws 4 new ones. Oh, you're telling me I can combo my whole hand with my Trunks and then draw a whole new hand? Also, restore his own health by, oh man, burp, 30% and Ki by 40. Oh, you're telling me I could draw a whole new hand, heal, and also recover 40 Ki. Also get 40% more strike damage, and I only need 5 counts to use it. Very good. Very good. Do you hear how that sounds? That sounds very good. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield, plus 40% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. Increases arts card draw speed level by 1 level for 15 counts, and then also plus 35% of Ki recovery. So this in tandem, this ability in tandem with his main is this screams sidestep, like or charge step, whichever. This is crazy. That's a really crazy 1-2 punch. All right, plus 35%, right? But now it adds in Super Saiyan on the Switch. So now it does Super Saiyans too, just because. Why not, man? Why not? It doesn't stack. If you're a Super Saiyan Vegeta family unit, it doesn't stack, but still, that's nuts. That's nuts. All right, the following effects occur when this character's transformation ends. Plus 20% of damage inflicted for 15 counts and 40 Ki recovery. So when he goes back to normal, they don't leave you just high and dry. He does pick up a couple of bonuses there. And he also still can obviously do his regular stuff that we read already. And he doesn't have any cooldown like Kaioken. Also, the special move and the green card, I believe, are 100% identical to his pre-transformation state. So really what you're looking for is the better ability there, and then the better switch bonus, right, by adding in Super Saiyans. And then mainly just the main ability and the stat increase. So ultimately, Trunks is very good. Going to be a very good unit on any team he's applicable to. Can also run him on Super Saiyans because we always got to revisit Super Saiyan Bardock because there's a thing. But he is crazy in that tandem. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Hit that subscribe if you're new. Like I said, we'll be back for more, and I'll catch all of you in the next one.